What if time is not moving the way you think it is? What if there are places on this planet where time bends, slows down, or even feels irrelevant? Across cultures, yogis, mystics, and even modern scientists have whispered about certain locations where the past feels close, the future feels porous, and the present stretches unnaturally long. This isn't science fiction, and it isn't fantasy either. Stay with me till the end of this video, because by then you may realize that time travel is not about machines. It's about perception, awareness, and where you stand on this earth. Most human beings believe time is universal. 1 second here is 1 second everywhere. Morning follows night. Birth follows death. Because cause follows effect. But even modern physics quietly admits this isn't entirely true. Time moves differently based on gravity, speed, and location. Clocks tick slower near massive objects. Astronauts age differently in space. Yogic sciences notice this not through instruments, but through direct perception. They observed that time is not absolute, it is experiential. And if time is experiential, then certain spaces can radically alter how it is experienced. Have you ever visited a place where hours passed like minutes, or a space where a few moments felt endlessly long? Ancient yogis paid deep attention to this phenomenon. They noticed that locations with unique geological pressure, magnetic intensity, or subtle energy balance could distort human perception of time. Not because time itself changed, but because the mind's grip on time loosened. In such spaces, memory thins, anticipation fades, only presence remains. And where presence dominates, time loses its authority. In mystic musings, Sadhguru once remarked, time is a psychological structure. If you step beyond the mind, you step beyond time. This single line holds a profound implication. If time is largely a mental construct, then any place that naturally stills the mind becomes a doorway, not to another year or century, but to timelessness. Yogis did not search for time portals, they searched for timeless states, and certain places made that easier. Across the world, ancient civilizations marked specific locations as sacred, not for worship alone, but for transformation. These were places where seekers consistently reported altered experiences of time. Meditations deepened effortlessly, visions arose spontaneously, sleep felt unnecessary. Yogic understanding was simple. When the body, the earth, and the mind fall into a rare alignment, the sense of linear time collapses. Not because the clock stops, but because the experiencer disappears. Is this time travel or something deeper? Here is where language becomes misleading. Time travel suggests movement, going forward or backward. But yogic insight suggests something more radical. When awareness becomes intense, all moments exist simultaneously. Past is memory, future is imagination. Both collapse when awareness is total. In such states, people report reliving past events with absolute vividness, not as recollection, but as reality. Others glimpse possibilities, so real they feel already lived. Is this traveling through time or dissolving the illusion that time is linear at all? This is why yogic traditions warned against casual exploration of such spaces. Without stability, altered time perception can cause confusion, disorientation, even psychological fragmentation. A mind that loses its timeline without awareness can panic. This is also why such places were often guarded, remote, or accessible only through disciplined preparation. Time freedom without inner balance is not liberation, it is chaos. Neuroscience has observed that in deep meditative or flow states, the brain's time tracking mechanisms go offline. The sense of duration vanishes. Self referential processing shuts down. What yogis accessed through inner mastery, science is now observing through scanners. The difference is intention. Science measures the effect. Yoga becomes the effect. So, the real question is not, is there a place where you can time travel? The deeper question is, what kind of human being can step beyond time? Certain places merely support what awareness allows. If your mind is noisy, even the most powerful space will feel ordinary. If your awareness is sharp, even a quiet room can dissolve centuries. Time is not something you move through. Time is something you create through identification. When identification loosens, time loosens. That is why yogis were never in a hurry, they were never late, and they were never afraid of running out of time. If this video shifted how you look at time, share it with someone who feels trapped by it. Like the video if it expanded your perception. And subscribe for more explorations into yogic wisdom, mystic musings, and the deeper mechanics of existence. Because the greatest time travel is not going to another era, it is being fully here beyond time itself.